ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد کور داد باتورانو کور.
Hello and good evening. Today is Monday, March 24, 2025. I'm Suleiman Talash and you're watching RTA News. Let's dive into today's news updates from the country and beyond. Foreign Minister in a meeting with Murdif al-Qashuti, Qatari chargé d'affaires in Kabul, called the recent progress with the United States important and praised Qatar's cooperation in this regard. Maulavi Amir Khan Muttaqi also called Afghanistan's relations with Qatar growing and expressed hope that the relations between the two countries would develop further. We have more details in this report.
The Qatari chargé d'affaires in Kabul, Murad al-Qashuti, met with the Foreign Minister Maulavi Amir Khan Muttaqi. In this meeting, bilateral relations between Afghanistan and Qatar, recent developments with the United States, and several other issues were discussed.
The country's foreign minister regarded the recent progress by the United States as significant and expressed gratitude to the state of Qatar for its cooperation. He emphasized that Afghanistan's relations with Qatar are progressing and expressed hope that the ties between the two countries would continue to strengthen.
In this meeting, the Qatari chargé d'affaires called the developments in Afghanistan's foreign relations positive and renewed his country's commitment to cooperation with Afghanistan.
Qatar is among the countries that have maintained strong diplomatic and political relations with Afghanistan over the past 2 decades. Especially in the last 3.5 years, Qatar has sought to ensure that Afghanistan secures its rightful place on the international stage based on the preservation of national interests. The efforts made in Doha aim to bring the Islamic Emirate closer to the Western world after coming to power. These efforts also sought to identify and address the unknown points of contention so that any misunderstandings could be resolved.
This is loyal. There has been recent progress in Islamic Emirates' relations to the United States. A U.S. delegation has come to Kabul and the U.S. has removed the awards placed on the Interior Minister Khalifa Sirajuddin Haqqani, Abdulaziz Haqqani and Yahya Haqqani.
Mullah Abdul Latif Mansour, the Minister of Energy and Water, met with Maulavi Fazl Muhammad Haqqani, the Ambassador of the Islamic Emirate in Tehran. The Ministry of Energy and Water says that various issues were discussed in this meeting, especially the activities and achievements of this ministry, the activities of the Embassy of the Islamic Emirate in Tehran, solving the problems of migrants, and a number of other important issues. Anas Haqqani, a senior member of the Islamic Emirate, considers the removal of a award placed on Khalifa Sirajuddin Haqqani, Interior Minister of the Islamic Emirate, by the United States a good political achievement. Mr. Haqqani adds that the new U.S. government understands that the situation in Afghanistan and says that this step will open the doors of relations between the two countries. Let's see more in this report.
The new U.S. government has removed the awards placed on Abdulaziz Haqqani and Yahya Haqqani, along with the Minister of Interior Affairs of the Islamic Emirate, Khalifa Sirajuddin Haqqani. In an interview with Al Jazeera, a senior member of the Islamic Emirate, Anas Haqqani, praised the decision and added that these U.S. measures will pave the way for progress and other important steps.
This
is a very important step and a good achievement that will open the closed channels for relations between the two sides. This issue has remained since the time of the war between Afghanistan and the U.S. The new U.S. government has understood the current situation in Afghanistan.
At the same time, political analysts praised this step by the U.S. and added that this step will pave the way for the development of political and economic relations between the two countries.
This step by the United States is commendable, and it affirms the truth that Afghanistan has always claimed that we are fighting a war to defend the oppressed. It paves the way for expanding good relations and lays the foundation for diplomatic ties. This is because the U.S. now wants to establish a path for engagement with Afghanistan.
This comes at a time when the US President's Special Representative for Detainee Affairs, along with the former US Special Representative for Afghanistan, Zalmay Khalilzad, and his delegation arrived in Kabul, and the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan released an American from prison as a humanitarian gesture.
Maulavi Nur Jalal Jalali, the Minister of Public Health, visited the 102-bed Khair Khana Hospital and met with the hospital's staff. The Ministry of Public Health says that Mr. Jalali has made necessary recommendations to the hospital's medical staff and assured them of resolving the existing problems. The National Statistics and Information Authority says that in order to facilitate the clients, it has delegated some of the powers of amending electronic ID cards to managers of these centers in Kabul province. According to them, Abdul Qahir Haji Idris, the General Director of the National Statistics and Information Authority, in this meeting called on all centers managers to provide services to their compatriots with complete honesty. The Minister of Interior Affairs says that 130 drug addicts in Helmand province were returned to their families by a designated committee after treatment. These individuals were collected from different areas of the province by the Helmand Police Headquarters Counter Narcotics Police. The reconstruction project of the historic minaret of Jam was completed and put into operation at a cost of more than 2 million Afghanis. The Ministry of Information and Culture says that this project was implemented with the financial support of an organization with the aim of strengthening and protecting the minaret of Jam from the risk of seasonal floods. The Afghan Red Crescent Society reports that it has provided health services to nearly 14,000 people in different areas of Herat province during the last month. According to the organization, the services provided include health checkups, distribution of medicine and malnutrition products for children suffering from this disease, treatment of measles, vaccination of women and children, and provision of necessary health consultations on family planning. And the final one is that the Ministry of Interior Affairs says that technical personnel from the Disaster Response and Firefighting Directorate have repaired 196 vehicles and put them to use. According to the ministry, these vehicles include high-speed firefighting vehicles and ambulances from the center and provinces. And that's all for tonight. Thank you so much for being with us. Have a good night.
ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا